On a crisp winter morning in New York City, when the sidewalks glistened under a fresh layer of snow and the skyline looked like a watercolor painting in soft gray and white, Kelly Ripa stepped onto the terrace of her stunning Manhattan townhouse. Wrapped in a cozy cashmere scarf and sipping a warm latte, she breathed in the cool winter air, a moment of peace amid one of the busiest lives in broadcast television. It wasn't just another snowy day in the city. Through her social media stories, Ripa invited the world to see the views that had taken her breath away. Panoramic scenes of Central Park's snowy canopy, the way the late morning light danced across historic brownstones, and a winter sky that seemed to be painted with shimmering strokes of pale blue and silver. More than just snow and skyline, these views were framed by decades of New York history, from the carved stone details of neighboring buildings to the ever-evolving tapestry of life on the streets below. The winter wonderland she shared wasn't merely a backdrop, it was a reminder of how magical a city can feel when cold weather transforms even the familiar into something extraordinary. What made these glimpses even more captivating wasn't just the weather. It was the setting, a breathtaking $27 million townhouse nestled in one of Manhattan's most coveted corners, a residence whose elegance and comfort redefine what it means to call New York home. A townhouse that's more than just a home. When Ripa and her husband, actor Mark Consuelos, purchased this historic New York property years ago, it was already a structure with a story. Built in the late 19th century, the townhouse had witnessed generations of New Yorkers, evolving with each era while retaining its architectural soul. But what the couple did with the place was nothing short of transformative. With a blend of traditional charm and modern sophistication, the interior reflects a design philosophy that is warm yet refined. High ceilings, archways that echo through the hallways, and towering windows that frame those winter vistas are signature elements of this storied space. Imagine a library lined with deep chocolate wood shelves, polished brass fixtures catching the light, and a vintage Persian rug that seems to absorb every hint of sun. Ripa's aesthetic, vibrant yet elegant, shows in every room. Classic art pieces sit beside contemporary sculptures, cozy Chesterfield sofas share space with sleek Blanco marble tables, and every fireplace feels like a silent guardian of comfort in the chilly months. And while each room feels like a photo ready to be featured in an interior design magazine, it's the outdoor terrace, recently gleaming with snow, that stole the spotlight in her winter posts. With views stretching over rooftops and treetops alike, it was as if the city itself was an artwork she was privileged to show. Winter in the city, a transformative backdrop. New York winters are known for their intensity, from blustery winds whipping through midtown streets to soft snowfalls that pad foot like a quiet guest. But when the sky is clear and snow settles like powdered sugar over the buildings, the city can seem almost dreamlike. Ripa's videos captured that exact feeling, moments where time slows, even if only for a few seconds. One clip showed the sun rising behind distant skyscrapers, illuminating a tapestry of snowy rooftops like glinting jewels. Another panned toward Central Park, trees bare but covered in snow, their branches forming elegant silhouettes against a winter sky. The serenity was palpable, a reminder that even in one of the world's busiest cities, nature still has its stage. Kelly didn't just show pretty views, she shared emotions. In a brief caption accompanying one clip, she wrote about gratitude, not just for the beauty outside her windows, but for moments of stillness, creativity, connection, and home. In a season when many of us feel rushed or stir-crazy, her reflections resonated. That's part of what made her posts feel genuine. Yes, the backdrop was luxurious, a multi-million-dollar residence with meticulously curated spaces, but the sentiment was universal. Who hasn't paused to watch snowfall or felt comforted by the quiet hush that winter brings? The intersection of luxury and life. To live in a $27 million Manhattan townhouse is to hold a rare vantage point. But Ripa's winter posts weren't about glamour alone. They were about sharing a moment that many of us recognize, the joy of seeing something beautiful and wanting others to feel it too. In one story, she showed herself placing a steaming cup of cocoa onto the terrace table, the cityscape behind her a soft blur. Perfect morning, she whispered into the camera, her voice warm. But what made it perfect wasn't just the chic setting, it was the way she seemed to savor it, unhurried. It was a reminder that luxury and meaning don't have to be separate. Comfort can be a backdrop for gratitude, and elegance can coexist with simplicity, like stepping out in winter, noticing the snow, breathing in the cold air, and taking a moment to be present. Her followers seemed to agree. Comments poured in beneath her posts, expressions of awe, admiration for the views, and appreciation for her candid reflections. Some shared stories of their own winter experiences: snowball fights in the backyard, hot drinks by the window, morning walks in frost-covered parks. In that exchange, the grandeur of her townhouse didn't distance her from her audience. It connected her to them through shared feeling. Life beyond the view. Of course, there's far more to Ripa's life than snowy terraces and designer furniture. In her years on television, from daytime talk shows to guest appearances and hosting gigs, she has become a familiar presence in countless homes around the world. Her charisma, quick wit, and natural ease in front of the camera have made her beloved by audiences of all ages. But what her winter posts from home revealed is something that resonates even beyond her professional persona. They showed a person who notices beauty, who cherishes joy, who pauses to appreciate the world, even in the middle of a bustling city. It's not just the wintry views that captivated people. It was the invitation to slow down, to look, to feel, to notice the details that often slip past us in the rush of everyday life. And yet, the posts never felt staged or artificial. They were authentic glimpses: a balcony layered with snow, the soft glow of morning light, a warm drink against the cold. For people navigating school, work, family, expectations, or simply a long winter, there was something comforting in that. Winter wonderlands aren't just snow scenes. What made Ripa's shared views so compelling was not only the beauty of snow against brick and glass. It was how those views transformed a familiar cityscape, one often associated with crowds, noise, taxis, and hurry, into something serene, almost tender. In winter, New York becomes a different city. The park paths are quieter. The skyline looks gentler beneath gray skies. Street lamps reflect off icy sidewalks. It's a world of contrasts: warmth and cold, movement and stillness, bright lights and soft shadows. Ripa captured that contrast beautifully. Her posts weren't just visuals, they were experiences, like a short breath during a long day or a quiet exhale at the moment the phone battery dies. They reminded her audience that beauty can be found in ordinary spaces when we take the time to notice. What viewers took home? As the snow continued to fall that week in New York, Ripa's posts became a small highlight in people's social media feeds, a touch of escape, inspiration, or simply something to smile at. Many viewers said they were inspired to go outside, feel the cold air, watch snowfall, or find beauty in their own cities. Others began sharing photos back from their own windows, balconies, parks, and streets. Some shots were of snowy suburbs, others of rain-spattered cities, sunsets, or just bare trees reaching for cold skies. But what united them was a sense of presence, a shared experience of seeing the world with fresh eyes. In that way, Ripa's Winter Wonderland posts became more than a peek inside a luxurious townhouse. They became a bridge between people, between places, between moments of quiet and moments of beauty. Looking ahead, beauty in every season. If there's one lasting takeaway from Kelly Ripa's winter views, it's this: life's beauty is often right in front of us, waiting to be noticed. Whether it's a snow-covered terrace overlooking Manhattan, a backyard dusting of white, or even raindrops shimmering on a window, there's something in every season worth savoring. Her snowy posts reminded people to look up, take a breath, and find awe in the everyday. And while not all of us live in multi-million-dollar homes, we all live with moments, small and large, that make life rich. Maybe that's the real wonderland, not just snow and skyline, but the feeling of connection, vision, and shared joy. In sharing her winter views, Ripa didn't just show her followers a beautiful scene, she offered a gentle invitation. See the world around you and maybe fall a little in love with it all over again.